Thank you so much, ma'am. Good evening to sir. Good evening to ma'am.
Good evening.
First of all, thanks for the this particular opportunity and shortlisting my candidature. My name is Govind, and I'm from place. My native place is Mandla, which is near to Raipur or Jabalpur. I've done my schooling from that particular place. I've done my graduation over there also. I've done my postgraduate program from Pune University with marketing as a major, and the institute name is was SIMCA, Senegal Institute of Management and Applications. And after that, having few years of administrative experience in the academic institutes. Currently, I'm working with Footwear Design and Development Institute, which is an INI institute, Government of India Ministry of Commerce, since 2013. I have also successfully defended my PhD in January 2022 and also awarded the same. And on 2013, I have qualified the UGC NET. So this was my brief academic and educational journey.
Okay, so you are a doctor, right? It's been
Yes.
awarded.
Yes.
Okay. What was the title of your thesis?
Title, a study of extended marketing mix, people, process, and the physical evidence in wildlife tourism in Kanha National Park.
How many papers you have on your thesis?
2.
Scopus? UGC care?
Ma'am, I'm working on UGC care. UGC care. I'm working on this Scopus, Web of Science. I'm writing one paper for the same journal. So it is actually on the pipeline because it takes too much time to get finalized actually.
Yes, I'm aware of it.
Yes, ma'am.
Any postdoctorate plans after this?
You asking in what perspective, ma'am? Like additional
Postdoc. I'm asking about postdoc. Are you planning to go for postdoc?
No, ma'am. No, not currently. Not right now.
What is the motive that you
currently? Sorry, ma'am. Sorry. Yes, ma'am.
Please go ahead.
Okay. Currently, I'm focusing on research and publication, basically.
Okay. Do you have any experience to organize any conference?
To organize any conference, ma'am, I have a little, but not in a broad manner, but in a institutional level.
Have you ever written a proposal? Have you ever written a proposal for grants?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Any interest to go towards patent or any copyright kind of thing? Have you ever explored that area?
Not yet, ma'am, because my prime concern is to, first of all, is to publication, basically. And later on, I may think about for patent and something else.
Okay. Dr. Govind, you have done your MBA in marketing, right? And then your PhD, you said Seeger से आपने किया है?
Single, yes.
हाँ, पुणे की बात कर रहे हैं ना हम, पुणे सीगर की बात कर रहे हैं, राइट? हाँ. और उसके बाद आपने अपनी थीसिस में आपके वाइल्ड लाइफ की झलक है और करंटली आप एक फुटवेयर डिजाइनिंग इंस्टीट्यूट के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं. सो कैन यू जस्ट टेल मी दैट आर यू स्टिल ट्राइंग टू work out your area of interest, not expertise, area of interest?
Correct. Ma'am, as you, I can summarize that it is all linked basically. My personal interest towards wildlife is my passion, first of all.
Okay.
So I just want to correlate my marketing skills to the wildlife tourism. That's why I have chosen this topic. Number one. Okay. Number two, my current organization is basically towards footwear technology and development, but I'm working with the retail department because there is one more course dedicatedly for the retail management. So I'm associated with retail management. So somehow I'm associated with all the general management subjects along with the marketing. And my thesis actually comprises my personal passion to my professional qualification.
That makes sense. That makes complete sense. It's a government institute. Why would you relocate? There's no point.
Ma'am, the nature of that's the question that everyone asks, because currently I'm looking for the good opportunity, and the only answer that I have is the nature of job is contractual. So every now and then you can understand.
Maybe you can get a permanent offer from there.
Ma'am, there is
If
no
there is a
scope
vacancy.
till now. There is no scope till now that I get. Since, I mean, from last 9 years, I've been associated with the organization. So I didn't get, not even me, not, I mean, it is not in the pipeline of the organization for a regular position. I suppose.
Got the point. How many subjects do you take over there?
Sorry, ma'am, could you please pardon?
How many subjects do you take over there?
Okay, subjects, including my core area, which is marketing management. So, talk about in numbers. So, in my current academic calendar, I'm taking like in my current calendar, I cannot remind, like 5 to 6, yes, six subjects I'm currently taking in the in current academic calendar. Yes.
Okay. If I'll tell you that there is a subject called event marketing and you have to take that, you'll be able to do that?
Event marketing. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I can take, because the marketing is there.
A lot of subjects are going to be from the event and advertising part. Let me tell you very frankly.
Okay.
Right? In general management subjects and marketing subjects are there, but apart from that, advertising and events, that's the department we're looking basically people right now. Okay. So you'll be having that kind of subject. So can you just tell me roughly that if any event has to be organized, suppose there is an exhibition, this is the University of Media and Arts. Have you, do you know something about our university?
Yes, I mean, yesterday only I have been there in website. So there were few courses related to the digital marketing, media management, something like this, communication, mass communication kind of subjects the organization is associated with. So yes, just for I didn't get too much of time to explore the institute as a whole, but I would not say it will be an excuse. But yes, somehow it is, the institute is something related to the cinema, film management, mass communication, digital marketing, something like this. If I correct me if I'm wrong.
I think there was some problem and I'm not able to hear you. Now please. You visited the website yesterday and you have learned about the media and mass communication related courses.
Yes, actually, I was into this.
So let me ask this question. Suppose there is a fest that is to be organized and event to be organized, and where I want that all the schools in the
Voice is cracking actually.
Must exhibit. Voice is cracking. Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am. Could you please?
This is network issues.
There's some network issues.
Ma'am, you can continue with the question. Now I can hear you properly.
If any event is to be organized, what are things you will do since pre-event preps, during the event preps, and post-event wrap preps? Tell me something about that.
Okay, if the event is is somehow related with the academic or any kind of institutional body, so definitely for the prerequisite requirement for the event execution, I will try to visit a few of the institutes there in the local area, or I would try to reach out to the institute which is not in my zone, through digitally, or I would say through any social media platform. I would try to reach out to there, and I will try to seek out certain kind of sponsorship to regularize my event, because definitely it doesn't matter the size of the event, but sponsorship is very important, because by which not only I will get the monetary support, but also somehow I would spread out or kind of advertise my institutional body to the public. Different ways, the social media, different tool of advertisement by which I can cater to the different institutional bodies along with the industrial space, and also the expert from the academic and from the industries.
Okay, I got half of the answer. Half of the answer still. No, that's fine. Tell me, what is the basic difference between marketing and advertisement, or advertising and marketing? How, with what line they differ from each other?
Okay, ma'am, if I say the difference between two important variables, advertisement is a part of marketing. Marketing is a huge concept. It's a broad concept. So advertisement is just a set of concept. So when I say marketing, which means it is something to create or to build a relationship with the customers in a profitable manner, right? So this is what marketing concept, what the Kotler says, or the Ramaswamy says. On the other hand, advertisement is something which is a company try to acquire any paid form of media or platform to spread out their information and awareness related to the product and services. So it's just a medium, you can say, by which a company try to spread out their things to the public. And marketing, on the other hand, it's a kind of set of activities or bundle of activities where the 4 Ps also comes into the picture. So it's a broad way, I would say.
Are you a yes mind or you are a no mind? Like, I would not explain the question. You are a yes mind or you are a no mind?
Ma'am, it actually depends. It actually depends on the conditions that what I'm facing. But on the higher side, I'm a yes mind.
That is because it's an institute where you're working right now, right?
Yes.
The universities are way different as compared to institute.
Okay.
Here, 365 days, a very different agenda goes, a lot of different participants. Like, have you heard about IIC?
IIC.
Institutes Innovation Council. There is a lot of work goes on there. Do you know about EDC?
Sorry, ma'am.
It's your area. That is Entrepreneurship Development Cell. Now there you have
entrepreneurship development. Yes.
Yes, yes. So
yes. There is a lot of things going on. Correct, ma'am.
What is COE? Have you heard about COE? So it is.
Sure. Yes.
You know, you want to attempt it?
I'm a little bit confused, actually.
It's Center of Excellence.
Excellence.
Yes. So why
actually,
am I talking?
There are two. Yes. Even we have COE. Even we have COE. In my current organization, there are few campus who got the recognition of as a COE, Center of Excellence.
Perfect. So if you join us, then you will be getting us a Center of Excellence of our own. Can I say that?
I didn't get you, ma'am. Sorry.
As in, if you get selected or you join this university, you would work in this direction to get Center of Excellence for the university. We can, right?
Okay. Got it.
Got the point. I'm just asking you out of context that you can work like this. No, that would add your profile.
Okay, ma'am, if you talk about the administrative part to get the recognition of COE, so I would say I'm not very much aware about the things that happens to get the recognition, but definitely I will learn and execute it in a fast manner.
Dr. Govind, that's why I asked whether you are a yes mind or a no mind, because during this journey, we'll need to learn and execute, and then learn, commit mistake, and then execute.
Correct. Yes.
I'll ask few more questions, but right now I'm passing on the passing the session to Dean, Mr. Santosh Swarnkar, who is Dean for the university. You just have a word with him, and then I'll get back to you on this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Hello, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Yes, most of the important questions has already been asked by ma'am, and you have already answered them. So I'll ask you 2 to 3 questions maximum.
Sure.
My first question would be like, just as you just inform us that you are taking almost 5 to 6 classes per day, right?
Not majorly, sir. My weekly loading is approx 20 hours. So
4 classes per day if it is Monday to Friday.
3 to 4, yes.
So if you ask you to self-assess yourselves, then in terms of subjects, in terms of topics, subjects and courses, what is your weakness and strengths in terms of subjects?
So talking about my SWOT,
Your weaknesses or strength in terms of subjects, that subjects you are taking. Which are the topics you love to take and which are the pain areas in terms of subjects, topics you need in the
okay,
syllabus?
okay. So the subject that I always love is definitely my core area of research is the marketing, all kind of marketing, service marketing, product marketing. The the major part of the marketing that I like to teach, and few general management subjects like I like supply chain management. I like research methodology. I like to teach them. Few subjects that a kind of I'm not very much found myself comfortable, or I can say that I cannot deliver according to my potential is the account and the IT related subjects.
Okay. So if for any reason you are assigned the same subjects which are not good at, so what would be your approach to take the classes?
Sir, first of all, my first approach is to definitely to develop myself. I have to give too much of time to prepare the subjects, and not only prepare the subjects, but the deliveries that need to be delivered for that particular subject is totally different thing. So first of all, I need to ready myself, and then accordingly I have to plan to deliver. So I have to work hard for if you give that particularly two subjects, IT, and somehow I can confident about IT. Basically I'm a fast learner, so I can learn fast when we talk about IT. But account, I would say I'm not that comfortable.
Okay. Yeah, not everybody is expert in all the subjects. No issues on that.
Yes.
And what are the type of paper works you have been doing in the university or the organization you are right now working in? The types of
Sir,
paper work you are doing right now in your current organization?
so paper like publication point of view.
Academic paper works, daily paper works.
Okay, daily paperwork. Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Academic activities, responsibilities you are asking about, sir.
Like
Okay, right.
DPR or the daily reports you have to make.
Daily reports are there, sir. Attendance managements are there. Obviously, class management and session plans we have to make. Class notes we have to make. And in every starting academic calendars, we have to make this session plan. And along with that, time to time, we also have to make certain course development. So it means
Since you are
based
already
on
exposed
the
to all the major paper works which are required to be
based on
done.
the specializations, we also have to develop certain kind of courses for UG and PGs.
And as far as curation of syllabus is concerned, are you aware about the credits and CVC, CS techniques and all that? Are you aware of the things if you are asked to prepare a syllabus? Can you give your inputs in terms of your expertise?
Sir, are you asking about the techniques of
Credit system.
Credit
He's talking
system
about
or
credit.
CBCS system, choice-based credit system, and
choice-based credit system? Yes, yes.
or anything else which is you think that is missing from the current syllabus. Will you be able to give your expert comment on that? With, like if you are shown.
Sir, if
Sorry, sir, yeah.
so definitely when we talk about any specific module, and if there is any gap or linkage, so I would definitely try to fill that up on the basis of the journal that we have, the literature that we have, and the experience on which the faculties are teaching to these students.
So what do you prefer? You prefer reading yourself as per the requirement of the syllabus, or do you want the syllabus to be as per your likings?
Sir, neither of the base, sir, because basically it is for the students, right? It is for the course requirement. The best suitable subjects, topic is a module which is best suitable for the course and for the specific degree, which is I think we need to focus on, not as per the individual requirement, their knowledge or experience, or from the course point of view.
Okay. Thank you. I would like to request ma'am to continue the questions further. And if required, ma'am, obviously I will ask your permission to ask a few questions.
Sure, sure, sure.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
sir.
so
Thank you
very
so
much.
much, sir.
Dr. Govind, as you said, supply chain management and all, what is this reverse logistics?
Reverse logistic, ma'am, just like returnability. When we, yes. I mean, in today's scenario, every people is the part of this reverse logistic, where in a simple term, we can also say it a returnability of your supply chain. How fast it is, how responsive it is.
Okay, I'll ask this, I'll reframe the question like this. Suppose Maruti is the company and it is, Mudra Port, you know that Mudra Port is there in Ahmedabad, from where we just load up the cars and just send it ahead. So suppose 3,000 vehicles are getting, sent to that port for the transits. And then these trailers, do you think these trailers coming empty back to the Gurgaon plant of Maruti is not adding a lot of cost to the logistics system and management? So,
Yeah, definitely.
so how it is managed? Because you said you have an interest in supply chain. So this problem I have heard very typical. How will you solve?
Okay. Okay. The condition as, I mean, so far the condition that I understood is that there is a port, there is a shipment is being done in a port, and which is full of this automobile part, or you can say the finished products, automobile finished products, and then they drop it there, and then they are supposed to get back to the origin point. So this is what you're asking me?
Yes, the containers have.
The container had to get back to the parent place.
Yep. Yeah. Yes. Right.
So yes, if the container or the shipment, goes back, as you told that the return logistic or the yes, it should not be empty, because definitely there is a fuel charges, there is a overhead charges, variable costs are very much associated, and it's not like 10 kilometers distance. It's in a huge kilometers distance. So it's definitely a cost effective. So what a company can offer, like, definitely they will look for the other resources to transport. They can associate with the other you can say other third party logistic or third party companies to deliver something from that particular point to the parent point.
I got my answer.
So
I got my answer.
yes.
I got my answer. Thank you. And you're very interested into research work. Can you just tell me what do you mean by, and you said research methodology as well. So can you tell me the different types of literature reviews, basically the categories of literature reviews?
Categories.
Or shall I change my question?
Categories of literature review. Actually, I never heard about the category.
No issues. What is thematic literature review?
This should be one of the category, I suppose. So sorry, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Just last question and I'm wrapping up. What is conceptual framework, or I would say what is research framework?
Okay, research framework. I hope you don't want the bookish language.
That's fine, Dr. Govind. We cannot.
Because I don't know the bookish language.
I don't want you to say the bookish language. You're a research scholar. I mean, you're a research person. I'm not expecting anything like that.
Ma'am, basically there are few nomenclature like population, right? Where the researchers is expected to do some certain kind of study, not the research, because study and research both are very different two aspects.
True.
So when I say study, which means you need to define a particular type of population. When I say type of population, which means it could be a universe, it could be a bounded or a circled group of people. It could be a homogeneous, it could be a heterogeneous, right? So when we talk about, because research is by far approach. So initially as a researcher or any scholar, the first point is to identify the place where you are going to do the study, right? So place, which means it could be defined like, from the universal point of view, you cannot do the research on universe whether until it is not very much associated with the scientific research. So you can do it like a space research or something like this. But when we talk about the ground level or a real world study or a research, so you need to define the population first. So whether you are going to do your study in a frame or in a wide manner, likewise in a mass market or in a niche market, something like this. So research framework defines your study area. Likewise, in my research, I have defined that I'm going to study only in Kanha National Park. So Kanha National Park has a certain boundary on a map. Like from this kilometer to that kilometer, the Kanha National Park exists. Right. So there are two ways, the core area or the buffer area. So whether I'm going to cover the core area or the buffer area, because also they have certain kind of limitations in terms of the boundary or in terms of the occupation, right? So if I cover both of the things, which means I'm covering only two aspects, buffer and core area within the premises of national park, right? So I will not go ahead of, let's say, about 160 square kilometer is the Kanha National Park. So I will not go ahead beyond the 165, not 166. I will not go ahead for the 166th square kilometer part of the Kanha National Park. My area research is only 165, right? Now, the second and most challenging part is, as a human being, I cannot cover practically on a real ground situation. I cannot cover 165 square kilometer part of my research area. So for that particular thing, I have to choose my sample size. Likewise, चावल के दाने से हम एक चावल का दाना उठाते हैं, and then we praise, and then we somehow got to understand कि हाँ भाई सारा चावल पक गया. So basically, this particular method also applies in the research, that I have to choose the sample frame. So after the selection of sample frame, which means I'm framing out my population. Likewise, these are the only heterogeneous or homogeneous or the mix of the people where I'm going to do or I'm going to apply the techniques of my research. Out of it, I have to choose few of the respondent, or you can say elements, from that particular sample frame, where I'm going to apply all my techniques to them, questionnaires, questions, everything, all the research based techniques. So that particular circle is called sample size. It could be anything. It depends on the sample frame basically. So it's a gradual process of identification of sample size. It starts with your universe. So this whole process is called research framework.
You were talking.
I think I didn't disappoint you.
No. I just wanted to know you what it's nothing but it's mapping of your objectives, the techniques that you would be following to attain the overall goal of your research. That is your research framework. So you basically talked about the techniques that you would be using, like statistical analysis, the sampling part, the questionnaire part. So this is part of it. A broader perspective is that you have a goal, you have certain objectives. We can talk on later on. Thank you so very much for your time. I think we're good to go.
Yeah, good to go, ma'am.
Good to go?
Yes.
So very soon we would be meeting. Dr. Govind, you'll be able to relocate to Raipur. You have made up your mind. If you get selected, you'll come back to Raipur.
Ma'am, I have already made up my mind to relocate. If I got the chance to relocate there in Raipur, which is very near to my home, so I would be fortunate enough.
So are you single or married?
Sorry, sir.
Are you single or you have a family? Are you married? Are you single or you're married?
Sir, I'm a family person. A wife. Sir, I'm married. One wife and a 6-year-old kid.
Everybody has one wife. Okay, nice.
not everyone. Not everyone.
So what about the plans of your wife? Will you be okay to shift here, or is she working somewhere?
Sir, she's working in Chinwada, basically. She's a government. She's in government service,
Okay. Okay.
so
Okay.
she couldn't leave the state, basically. So if I relocate, I would be relocating myself only.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for your time. I think we'll be getting that.
Thank you so much, ma'am. There is one more question. I'm supposed to send a short video by tomorrow. So is that right? I mean, am I supposed
Yeah,
to
it's
do
a
it?
kind of demo class. You have to choose a subject of your own, your favorite
Okay.
subject, or subject which you like to present to us.
But
I'll
I
do
would make it
the
a little, I would make it a little specific. Talk something about event marketing, okay?
Okay.
event marketing. Sure.
Yeah, event marketing. And you need to be having your formals on,
Uh,
right?
First of
Yeah.
all, I mean, with the starting of this presentation, I would like to apologize myself because I am not in a proper attire because of the
Not
short
right now,
notice that I
because
got.
the video will be recording.
Sure,
Right,
sure.
that